Good evening, everyone. This is James McCray. My topic for this evening would be a tribute speech. General purpose will be to inform. My specific purpose will be to let the audience know about who my mother is, and based off her works and how she sacrificed a lot for us growing up. So without further ado, my introduction. Grew up in Bixby Knolls, California, which is a small community in Long Beach, California. My mother worked 2-3 jobs, sometimes 2-3 jobs to support us, keep a roof over our head. We struggled a lot growing up with food and clothing and shelter for me. My mother was a single parent. My father left early when I was 2 years old, so my mother was left with a lot of the brunt of the work. But she did the best she could, and she did a great job. She instilled a lot of values in me, a lot of values that I live by to this day. To value a dollar, to stay humble, and that's pretty much what my speech is going to be about. And to give it a title is to be humble. I remember there's a rap artist out named Kendrick Lamar. He has a song that says "Be humble," and the first line of the song is, "I remember syrup sandwiches." Okay, so now for those of you who don't know what a syrup sandwich is, it represents, not having food in your refrigerator and making do with what was in the refrigerator. So syrup sandwiches was a sign of struggle. I actually remember that because, I remember growing up on, when we didn't have a lot of food, and syrup sandwiches were like the it thing to do. So anyway, so that's my little rendition on that. So in this speech, I'm going to give 3. It's plenty of stuff I can say. My mom does so much, but I narrowed down to 3 things that she's done that I want to pay tribute to. The first thing I want to give tribute to is how she made a way out of no way, how she provided food, clothes, everything for me, and I'm the only child, and how she did everything for me, made a way out of no way. The second thing I'll talk about is how to this day she still calls me and checks up on me and lets me know, like, oh, what are you doing? Are you eating? How's your school going? She still checks on me today, and I'm a grown man, so she still checks on me today, and that's just a motherly love thing. So, and last thing I want to talk about is how when I was in grade school, how she'll show up to my basketball games and really really be the loudest one in the gym. So, and everyone knew who she was when she walked in, and a lot of my coaches and players. So don't mess with her. That's James' mom. But anyway, the first thing I also want to say that my mom had me when she was 18 years old, and it was a struggle for her because she was trying to figure out school clothes, trying to find herself in the world. So it was a lot going on. So she worked 2 or 3 jobs just to make a way out of no way. And a lot of things that my mother couldn't buy me, like new pairs of Jordans and shoes, stuff like that I wanted, that my friends had. But the only difference between my friends and I is that my friends had 2-parent households. I had 1 parent. And she did the best she could with the job she had and what she had. So I couldn't get the name brand stuff, although I still got clothes. So my mother taught me gratefulness. She taught me to be humble and be humble with what you have. And it's not it's not the clothes that make the man. It's the man that make the clothes. And I learned early on to value the value a dollar, to value the value of a dollar, and not to spend $200 on shoes when you can buy 4 shoes for that much, And so that's what she instilled in me. She instilled in me principles that I live by to this day, and I teach my children. The next thing, my mother, she just really was there for me, and I can't thank her enough for all she's done. And I remember just how to today she still checks up on me. Like earlier today, I just got back from a meeting, and earlier today how was the meeting? How did the meeting go? Did you eat today? Did you speak clearly? Did you look them? Did you give eye contact? Etc. Etc. I'm like, Mother, yes, I did it. I did it. So she still has that mother instinct, even though I moved out 10 years ago. She still has that mother instinct about me, and but yeah, she still loves me, and I deeply appreciate that so much about her. Um, I remember this it's a brief run with when I was back in high school and even in middle school, elementary. I remember playing basketball, and when my mother would walk into the gym, the coaches would know who she was, and oh boy, the coaches better put me in the game when my mother comes, cause my mom they come all the way from Orange County to Jordan High School in Long Beach to excuse me to watch me sit on the bench. So my coaches were very, 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 very just like they knew who she was when she walked in, and she was the loudest one in the gym, possibly the loudest one into the gym all the time. Cause I remember being on the court, she'll be yelling, "Put James in," or "James, shoot the ball, James, shoot the ball, or James, run faster." And it was so embarrassing until I had friends at the time that would laugh and tease, give me slack about it the next day, saying, "Hey, your mom was loud. She was the only one in the gym yelling and screaming how she was." And I used to be like, "Mom, you can't be doing that to me. You can't be doing that to me while I'm in the gym. You know, I got friends. My friends are looking after me, etc." But my mother was like, "Look, I'm coming to see you play," and now I can appreciate it. But then, it was embarrassing. But my mother was very passionate about sports, and I appreciate that because she plays sports. I come from a sports household, basketball, football, baseball. So I come from a real sports atmosphere. Um, Next thing I want to talk about is just how. Well, lastly, I want to talk about is just everything that she instilled in me. Principles to be humble, to not to value a dollar. That I teach my kids today. To value family and to be humble. There's a verse that she will always tell me, and James 4:6 in the Bible, and it says, "God resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble." And she would always tell me that when I was little, but I never understood it until probably within this last year or so. And I find it ironic that my name is James, and this is the scripture she would always tell me when I was younger. Seeing how we grew up on humble times and how that was our mantra, just to be humility. So unknowingly, my mom was setting me up for the future and setting me up for this moment to give this speech to her. So, just thank you to her. Thank you to my mother. I love her so much. With that being said, I think I'm well over my time, but nevertheless, nevertheless, I have a lot to say, even more to say. But thank you for listening again, and have a great evening. Thank you.